Hey ladies and gents, it is The Wiz coming to you with a review of the Mythic Legions Thistlethorn figure. And I have Queen here again today. She's ready to admit the error of her ways. Come here, get close to the mic. Well, here's the thing, okay?
Okay, so from
yesterday,
the angle,
wait. You gotta explain. People might not have watched yesterday's review. Yesterday, we got in this big argument as to whether or not Balaam. Huge argument whether or not Balaam had purple armor. Okay, here's Balaam, and as you can probably see, it's obviously purple. But like many things in life, it depends on your perspective. And Kirkeen was sitting to my left. The light from outside was coming through, and indeed, when I moved over to her seat, the armor changed color. And it was more of that pewter charcoal gray that she described, right?
Yes. And then when I picked up the figure and I looked at it, I was like, oh, yeah, that's purple.
See, so I'm not crazy. I'm not sight impaired.
But I wasn't crazy either. It was just the angle that we were looking at.
You're not crazy, but you were wrong. So, you know what you're doing? You're throwing the camera out of focus by doing that.
Oh, okay.
And you're wrong again. So, now she knows never to doubt me again and to agree with everything I say now and forever. So anyway, Thistlethorn. Let me read his bio. Thistlethorn. As one of the last of the elusive Woodland Goblins, the Relic Master, Thistlethorn has dedicated himself to preserving the history of Mythoss. Fascinated with ancient weapons and artifacts from an early age, he has always had a predilection for spotting and acquiring the most precious of objects. Now serving Queen Artemyss Silverchord, Thistlethorn is the guardian of Castle Silverhorn's greatest treasures, including the Silver Cord, a sacred weapon inherited by Artemyss to aid in her fight against the emerging evils seeking to corrupt all of Mythoss. So Thistlethorn has a very cool bio and a very important role. But at the same time, he's acting like a squirrel trying to get a nut. This is Thistlethorn. This is Balaam. Let's put Balaam down there. Now that we know that I'm right and I know what purple looks like. But yeah, Thistlethorn acquires relics the way squirrels squirrel away nuts. But he's a goblin, so
he looks cute.
He is very, very cute.
He's cute.
Goblins are not cute, but this is a furry one, so I don't. It said something about maybe a goblin and a chipmunk had a torrid affair, and this is the result. But look at that.
He's really cute.
He is cute.
Yeah.
And he's unlike any creature I've ever seen. It's sort of like, some creatures are just created for cuteness sake, I think. Like in Star Wars. What are those little furry guys called? Porgs, yeah.
They're really cute.
But not as cute as Thistlethorn. It's a calculated cuteness. This is a cool cuteness because it's got a little ugliness to it too. Look at the ears. It's like a creature that could really exist. Porgs don't really seem like they'd really exist. But I'm also talking about like Wookiees, the Ewoks.
Oh, the Ewoks.
Yeah, those are cute, but they're not horribly original because they're just Wookiees that are just made tinier for production and purposes. And yeah, so Wookiees are super cute. But this guy is very unique. It does look like a chipmunk, don't you think? But then he has eyes that are really wide set apart, and it gives him a real different sort of look. And the ears are super cool. I mean, right here you have like two little tiny, I don't know if they're tufts of fur at the end. This ridge along the side or along the middle. The paint job is really nice. The colors are super cool, I think, on the armor. What do you think?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he does have like some mud on him, different places, like on his feet.
Could be something else.
Like poop? Is that what you're trying to say? Okay, look, why would somebody with this really super cool armor be crawling through poop? Think about it, okay? Use your brain.
Maybe somebody threw it at him.
Maybe it's an ancient poop,
or maybe
poop relic.
He ate something like that didn't agree with him.
That's true. I mean, he is a different kind of creature. Maybe he poops from the front, pees out the back. I don't know. Gosh, you're ruining the review totally. Okay, he does have this weird smudging in the front, and now I don't know how he would get mud there.
I don't know. Somebody flung it at him.
Mudslinger. Anyway, the cool thing about the little mud splotches and stuff is that makes it more realistic. It makes the armor lived in. It's kind of like how Star Wars, not everything is brand new. Things look like they've been used and worn out and stuff. So he's not just resplendent in his metallic green armor. Let me show you one of the cool things a couple of cool things about the weapon. First of all, he comes with these two
sickle swords.
Hey, that's a good name for it. I was going to say like scimitars, but they snap together, and then he's got a staff that's taller than him. He's a little dude. Check him out next to Balam, right? The top of his head reaches to maybe Balam's clavicle. And then the mass is a lot smaller. The arms and legs are thin. Obviously, the torso is very thin. It's really neat to get this sort of character and size variation. He's only got the one head, but it's a very nice one. And this is another really super cool
Only one
thing.
Head? Oh, my gosh.
Watch. Now he has 0 heads.
He has no head. It's perfect for Halloween.
No. All right, let me put his head back on. That was like, don't call the ASPCA, please. No chipmunks were harmed in the making of this. Some people have like taken a couple of characters. They've taken him, and they've taken that tree-headed guy whose name escapes me. And they've taken.
You can put the jaguar head on there.
Really? Like a tiny jaguar? I think the head would be too big.
No.
You want to try that?
That jaguar's head is pretty small. Looks small.
All right, we'll try it. Let's see what happens.
It's the headless conquistador.
Oh, I killed him. Let's see. He's got a thinner neck. Oh yeah, look, he's got a thin. Everything about him has to be thinner because.
So it won't fit.
Man, this is a little tough.
Oh, okay. Oh.
This is gonna be tougher to pull out because it doesn't have any place to grab onto. Oh, what the heck! I'll just put the head right on there. On the neck. I mean, I could pull that out, but I don't want to. The head's too big.
Yeah, it is too big.
Yeah,
oh, well.
I told you never to doubt me again.
It's kind of cute, actually.
Bring me the tiger. Bring me the tiger.
It's a Pez dispenser.
I don't know how many small. I don't know how many. How about that?
Oh, that one's cute. That one actually is cute.
Mini tiger.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he doesn't go with the proportions of the body.
Okay, the little chipmunk dude.
Let's put his head back on. I'm sure there's some other figures that you could trade parts with. Probably some of the females. So if you want a tiny, short... Stop! Jesus! Okay, here's the sword. They give him, like, the plainest sword ever. For some reason. I don't know if this is supposed to be one of the relics, but then they make up for it because they give him a copy of the Sword Horseman.
Mm-hmm.
Stop. She's misbehaving. Not only is she totally wrong about her color theory, but, you know, she just tries to goof up the next review as well. Okay, what do you think of this? Okay, here's the story behind Sword Horseman, all right? I actually played a small role in getting this made because there was a poster on the board by the name of Zombie 13, and it was his idea to turn the Four Horsemen's horse head logo, the skeletal one, into a sword. And he put up this really cool mock-up, and I saw it, and I was like, wow, that is super cool. What a great idea. And so I told him next time I saw the Four Horsemen, I would tell him, and I would, you know, if I had to jump on their back and twist their arm and force them to make this, I would do it. So the next time I saw him, I think I was with PowerCon, I'm like, check out this, you know, mock-up. Check out this idea. You guys have to make it. And they agreed. They was like, wow, that's an awesome idea. So now they've made the sword, and it looks absolutely super duper cool. I don't know how functional it would be as a weapon in battle, but it looks really, really awesome. And if you keep trying to lick my elbow, I'm going to stab you with it. So, everybody gets one of these, I think. Every order over $30 or something. But not this particular color. And this one is significantly cooler than the other one because of the paint. So, pretty much Thistlethorn is a must-have, I think. Not only is he cute, not only is he totes adorbs, but he has one of the coolest weapons I've ever seen. And I think this is one of
sickle sword.
I think this is one of the relics that he treasures so much. So anyway, small body, small package, but a very, very good thing. That's Thistlethorn. Is the Wiz signing off. I apologize for my partner's antics.